Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 9:30. We had some sun, but a lot of clouds in the sky today. Definitely pretty junky sky. At times we were overcast. You can see this is what it looks like. Sadly, we had a lot of cirrus around. Pretty much a high overcast for almost the entire day. Of course, tonight the skies have cleared out a little more. Um, Today was, of course, warmer than yesterday. We did have some weather, but right now temperatures are dropping into the 30s with this clearer skies. We'll have to see. West Hampton's down to 30 right now. And the dew points are in the 30s as well. So probably won't be able to drop too much because the air isn't bone dry, but there'll be some radiational cooling. So let's take a look at our highs for the day. And definitely warmer than yesterday. Oh, yeah, I got to do this. All right. So near 50 degrees, 48 at Islip, 48 at West Hampton. Looks like 50 at LaGuardia, 48 in Ocean County there. New Jersey at the Jersey Shore, a little warmer as you head a little more interior Jersey. Around Edison, 54. So, yeah, definitely warmer day today. And we're going to see, some temperature fluctuations with a little weather whiplash on the weekend. That's what the term everybody likes to use with the storm that we have coming up for tomorrow. So it's a developing winter storm, and if we pull out on the weather and hazards map, you'll see the winter weather advisories stretching through, and winter storm warnings also winter storm watches for the mountainous areas of the Appalachians. Right now, not a whole lot going on, but you do see that area of snow stretching from the Chicago Great Lakes area down through the Midwest. So let's go look at the models and see the latest with our storm that's going to be forming. So you see there's a coastal low there that's off to the south. Tomorrow we'll have fair weather, but here's the storm getting itself together over the south. And you can see it's going to be a deep storm as it's almost bombs out, but it's inland. It's really just going to really deepen quite rapidly over the interior parts of the Carolinas and then go up the coast. And then bring us some heavy rain and possibly some snow at the end. And then high pressure builds in, gives us a nice cold and sunny day for Sunday. So let's take a closer look at this storm. We have more models to work with. Well, we'll have to see how many more models we have to work with this storm. But you'll see here for tomorrow we will be dry. But here comes that storm, and we're going to see that rain move in after midnight Friday night. And it's going to become heavy at times, maybe even a thunderstorm involved there as the low center goes. Now, because of the way this is tracking, I don't think we're going to see that LLJ that we were originally going to see, but we will still see that heavy rain. And you can see here we are approaching noon on Saturday. Cold air is starting to come in on the backside of the storm as it pulls out, and we could have a period of light snow in the afternoon before this pulls on out of here. All right, that is the HRRR model. All right, so let's look at the temperatures on this HRRR model. Tonight, we'll be dropping into the low to mid-30s. Tomorrow will warm up. I think in Jersey, you're going to warm up probably well into the 50s, but with a sea breeze, Long Island, probably upper 40s to around 50. We'll do it, and maybe even cooler than that on the South Shore and East End. Tomorrow night, temperatures don't drop much. Cloud cover rolls in, and you can see what happens. For Saturday, we're not really going to see that surge of warm air because of the storm track, so we're not going to get into the LLJ. We're just going to see that heavy rain. But then you can see that cold air moving in right around noon, and the temperatures are going to drop. And Saturday night is probably going to be quite chilly. Looks like temperatures could drop into the teens. This is the HRRR again. We don't really have any more than that. And let's if we want to go a little further with the temperatures, we can look at the GFS. You can see the temperatures drop into the teens. And then for Sunday, we're going to have highs in the mid-30s, so it definitely will be below normal behind the storm, but it won't last. The warm air comes right back. So this has been the thing all winter. When we get the cold air, it's in and it's out. It doesn't really stay for too long. So let's go look at the NAM, and we will look at the precipitation on the NAM. Actually, I want to use the NAM. That's the NAM 3. I want to use the NAM 12. So this is the NAM 12. Dry tomorrow. But then you see that rain move in. That could be heavy at times. That heavy rain. And then at the back end, you can see. But I don't really think the snow is going to really accumulate to that much. Let's look at the NAM. Total snowfall on the backside of this. It's not even showing anything, but that's only till 12Z, so you can only go to the HRRR, which does take us further, and see what the HRRR does. So you see the coastal areas get very little, an inch or less on the grassy areas, but when you go inland, north and west of the city, you'll start seeing because the snow will be falling longer there, maybe like 3 inches. But then as you go further into the mountains, that's where you're going to get your 5 to 10 inch amounts, and possibly isolated amounts of a foot. That's because that's where the cold air is going to be in place for most of the storm, and so that's where they're going to see the snow. And it will deliver quite a bit of liquid equivalent, so where the snow falls, it will be of a wet type of snow, which is more of an issue inland, obviously. But you see, looking at the total accumulated precip, a half an inch to an inch of liquid equivalent is possible with this storm. Other issue is the winds. Now, with the track that it's taking, I don't think we're going to see that LLJ. So the winds will be less of an issue. I think the strongest winds will actually be on the backside of the storm. So let's go look at the sky situation for the next couple of days here. We'll go to the RGM, and we'll show you the sky situation. Obviously, tomorrow should be a fairly decent day, though. We're going to have to watch a few cirrus clouds here and there. However, if we get lucky, those cirrus clouds stay to the north, and we might actually manage to have a clear day tomorrow. If we're lucky, we'll have at least a mostly sunny day. Definitely more sunshine tomorrow than today, I think. But then you can see the clouds with Saturday storm. But then for Sunday, you can see that rolls on out, and we see the cold air come back in. Though it looks like, again, with the problem with this fast-moving cold air is as you get toward the afternoon, boom, more clouds start rolling in again by the evening. But the morning we should still have some mostly sunny skies for a good part of the day until really like 4 o'clock. So it should be a decent day all around with mostly sunny skies. You can look at the NAM as well with the sky cover, but that's not going to take us far enough out, I don't think. This gives us 60 hours. If I go to the 18Z, it's not really going to give us enough. But we can look at it for tomorrow. It's definitely less optimistic. Let me go to the 0Z. It's a little less optimistic than the RGM when it comes to clouds. It has more of those high clouds around. We'll have to see what happens. We're probably going to, like I said, have to wait until that storm passes for us to get some clear skies. And once it does, then we'll get some clear skies. But then next week with the warmer air, you can see we're going to have a lot of clouds around. It's going to be pretty junky again. So let's look at one more model, windy.com, which is the European model for this storm. Let's see if what it has for the snowfall with this. So this is the snowfall map on the European. You can see, actually, it's giving Long Island a little more now. It's giving Long Island almost 2 inches of snow. So the European being, and then inland in the mountains, it's going to be a little more. I don't know if I believe this or not, but it definitely does seem like it's bringing the cold air in sooner. So I'm not really buying this, but you can see pretty warm. Then if we look at the rain map, you'll see it. You can see that moves that snow in more. It has the storm track further east. This has been an issue. The Euro is definitely more east, so that's why you can see it has more snow. For us, it's also slower. As far as winds go, look at the wind gusts for this. And again, front side of the storm because of the track, you can see it's going to be the back side we're going to see the stronger winds. So like 3 o'clock, that's going to see those winds could be gusting 40 to 50 miles an hour behind it. This is the Europeans' idea, but generally the stronger winds would be behind the storm, not ahead of it because of the track. And then for Sunday, we're still going to be kind of breezy throughout the day behind this storm. And again, this is the European. We could change this wind field to the GFS, which is a little more like right over our area, so it does give us a little bit of an LLJ. Here we are at 7 in the morning. Could be some strong southerly wind gusts, especially east end and south shore. But then by the afternoon, the winds swing around to the northwest, and then we see those winds gusting from the northwest. And you can see there 41 mile an hour wind gusts. Now let's go to see if it gives us snow on the GFS. You can see GFS doesn't give us anything on this. All the accumulation is to the west. So you still have disagreement in the models, some disagreement with the models. There's one more model we can look at, which would be the Icon for the storm. And Icon also, it doesn't really seem to give us that much snow with a track like that. Go to new snow, fall, and yeah, it doesn't really give us much of anything. So I really don't think we'll see as much as what the Euro is saying. I think it's only going to mostly rain with a track like this, with a little bit of snow at the end. But I don't think it's going to amount to much, especially considering that the ground will be wet and warm with above freezing temperatures preceding the storm, which will work against accumulation. We can go back to Euro and look at the clouds for tomorrow. And you can see it's got some of those high clouds, unfortunately a little less toward the afternoon. Obviously, Saturday we're in the cloud, and then Sunday will be our next chance for a clear sky, though. It seems like it's popping up a lot of clouds over us, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But that's a look at what all the models have to say. But right now, I mean, the Weather Service forecast for this thing doesn't seem to be too. They don't even have a weather story up yet. But this is their latest snowfall map. Tweets are missing, but you can see that barely gives us anything. Half an inch at Islip, that's it. So that's the latest Weather Service forecast. So they seem to be going along with most of them. The bulk of the models take this thing in a track that's over us. But again, the offshore waters could see these strong winds. That's why there's a gale watch in effect for the waters. And we'll have to see what happens with that. But anyway, enjoy tomorrow. It should be it may not be a clear day, but it should be a mild and sunny day with sunshine. So enjoy that for this storm, because Saturday is going to be another nasty day. Generally better toward the evening when things taper off, but the rain in the morning and then the tapering off to snow in the afternoon. It's going to be it's not going to be a nice day, that's for sure. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Take care and thanks for watching.